slow from the inside and make us weaker. They said he's trying to steal your food, he wants your children to starve. They showed a picture of me burning all the shit we've been eating. Cause when the truth make them shook at me, they drum up the case. If they could change how you look at me, you'll laugh while they whooping me in front of your face. The right narrative can bury who they wanna erase. Remember Lauryn Hill spoke up? Crazy. Chappelle didn't wanna wear a dress when he left, he was crazy. Ye was in the bed with dead celebrities calling himself Jesus. But when he met Jesus, crazy. Trump was they buddy, they all got money. Before he ran for president, these same folks loved him. I wonder what changed though. Is it cause he's racist or wouldn't light the White House up like a rainbow? You don't find it funny that the same Grammys and Oscars we call racist claim to hate him because of that? A whole industry that promotes evil consistently. Now they hate evil and shame people who disagree. Some of that agree on itself, so do they though. You can't meet with him or tweet with him or say his name. Know the clothes and coon up the tongue and say you ain't black. You wonder about your life, you comfortable enough to say that? Isn't that the same way you used to manipulate cats, calling you homophobic when you don't agree with their plans? Black folks running the same plays the gays ran, cause black lives didn't matter till we shook they hand. Then it was first gay NFL player black, then it was first gay NBA player black. Then they had a wedding at the Grammys presented by him and a black rapper. And guess who officiated that? Black woman. They used our oppression as a tool for protection and sympathy as a weapon. Just like you, I see the dots start connecting as these fake Jews call Ye anti-Semitic. History of oppression, you can't disagree with them. Sympathy is a weapon. If you do, you mistreating them. They rip the black billionaire in front of your face to say no matter how rich you get, stay in your place. Promote sex, drugs, murder on the daily. You can kill babies. You can say a man got pregnant by a lady. The things that you can't say don't make you question why what you can't say is gravy. I'ma kill it. I'ma kill it. One of those are wrong, one of those are cool. One of those will get a rich black man canceled. The other one will put a new Grammy on his mantle. But what do I know? I'm just a Christian rapper, black entrepreneur, black father active, black husband rapping like he care about a black life, black philanthropist, water to Africa and the Flint, black man of God with a catalog. Your children can rap along, with in the car with you, and it's all saying. I ain't saying this so y'all support me. I'm just trying to show you what y'all been calling corny. People remember the narrative is imperative. What other reason would Jews flip on Jesus and choose Barabbas? We still choosing the killers over the healers, huh? We still follow whatever leaders they give us, huh? Look at the ones with the most influence. They won't go against the grain. They paid to make the grain look doper to us. I digress, y'all. I just be over here corny watching all the cool rappers put a dress on. I just want you to take a look at the industry. Hollywood and music, look at the symmetry. Look at what they push, look at what they claim to be about. Look how anybody in disagreement can weed it out. Think about what you and them agree about. Abortion is same sex and one result they both bring about death. But God is life, so the plan is murder your seed to make sure it don't get planted. Y'all remember God made a promise to Abraham to multiply his seed. Now look at Satan's plan. He got his brainwashed so bad we march for the right to do it to ourselves. Look, ma, no hands. But you don't think the devil real, so you can't see it. So you never understand why they hate Jesus. Just beware of wickedness in high places, claiming they Jews, but they the synagogue of Satan. I'm watching this movie called and these ladies that were pulling off these bank heists. And halfway through the movie, I realized I'm rooting for the bank robbers. They're the bad guys, but that's whose side I'm on in this thing. I want them to get away. And I asked myself, how is the Christian going for the bad guys in the movie? It's just a movie. I've never watched the episode of SVU and was hoping that the pedophile got off. So what's the difference? Why is it when I watch Bad Boys, I'm going for the cops? When I watch Takers, I'm going for the robbers? And it hit me. The director is able to present this thing in such a way that he can control which side I fall on. So my question to you is, if this director can do this with his finite brain, how much more do you think Satan is able to do? If he controls the people who control the narrative. Yeah, word. CNN might say one thing, Fox might say another thing, but the word of God remains the same. Who'da knew he would save me? Just a boy from the block, you know. Been a sinner since a baby. Never really knew the father though. Still he went and he forgave me. All glory and the honor go to the Most High. He my soul tie. He been doing the impossible. Give it up to the Lord one time. All like one time. Yeah, it's like just one time. But it ain't just one time. Give it up for the Lord one time. All like one time. Yeah, it's like just one time. But it ain't just one time. Never mind me, I be on my God tip. Panamine a weapon like a taconite and I be get it poppin'. The devil likes, so let me clarify. If he deceived you, he will not win. Remember guys, that if you spell it right, it ain't no L in Christ, God wins. Tell him that we got the victory in the blood of the Savior. Put every bit of trust in his name. Seeing that when I was living crazy, sin could never love me the same. Doing whatever just for the paper, even when I was running astray. What if I ended up with the pavement, giving my soul up on the way? Yeah, money the movie, running a million, 102, yeah. And love is only a thunderous covenant, come and get under it too, yeah. He's coming for you, and that can be terrifying. It'd be wonderful news. His first wasn't to be served, took what we deserved from us, now he's coming to prove. So we can go. He is holy, prison, glory, Lamb of God that was slain. So I share my testimony till it all goes away. Hallelujah, God, you're worthy of it all. Who knew he would save me? Just a boy from the block, you know. Been a sinner since a baby. Never really knew the father though. Still he went and he forgave me. All glory and the honor go to the Most High. He my soul tie. He been doing the impossible. Give it up for the Lord one time. All like one time. Yeah, it's like just one time. It ain't just one time. Come on. Give it up for the Lord one time. All like one time. Yeah, it's like just one time. It ain't just one time.
I'm back. Students with physical 10 on the window, my God, relax. Reclining that summer was sitting that Hummer, he taking me back. Admit all the times he kept me from dying. Changing states, help my state of mind. Saw that stake, I take him by surprise. God said he can make it. I can grab him, I'm on one less. Never been so broke. Time I hit my knees. Thankful God can get me out the way. My focus right, I'm staying in his face. I shake him like it's said by his grace. My chain on running candles from that out feeling me. I put back on the list that hurt. I'm hanging by the rope, but not the skirt. Dancing with the devil in a skirt. Only getting peace when it's the first.
I've been waiting for the day so we can all sing his name. He is holy, praise, Lamb of God that was slain. So I share my testimony till it all goes away. Hallelujah, God, you're worthy of it all. Who knew he would save me? Just a boy from the block, you know. Been a sinner since a baby. Never really knew the father though. Still he went and he forgave me. All glory and the honor go to the Most High. He my soul tie. He been doing the impossible. Give it up for the Lord one time. All like one time. Yeah, it's like just one time. But it ain't just one time. Give it up for the Lord one time. All like one time. Yeah, it's like just one time. But it ain't just one time.
Ah! Dang it!
Did it on my own, ready for the next trick. Number 24, I played the game and left it. He was calling me, had to leave, had to exit. Sick of doing me, wonder he never blessed it. Now I do it for a new team. Got it out the mud, but I'm clean. Said he won't forsake me, he with me still. 2020 drained me, I need a refill. All I wanna do is be 100 with you, be 100 with you. Can't believe I wasted so much time running from you, running from you. Think I need a re-up. Fill it up,
What?
fill it up. I just need a re-up. Fill it
Yeah,
up,
that's what they do.
fill my cup.
G-O-M, God flow, no rush, ride slow, met the sun, so I had to level up, top
That made no
flow,
sense.
devil hunting, I'm too busy stunning like my pops though, Christ got the victory and trust me, it's not
Friday morning, mom. Friday morning. What are you doing? Huh? What are you doing, Cole? Mom, he was like doing this, look like a cat. Mom, his back was standing up, not a cat. Stop it. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here.
Hey, Dad.
Hey, what's up, Sonny?
Can you tell us the gospel again?
Of course I can. All right, you guys take a seat.
But this time, start all the way from the beginning.
All right, I'll start all the way at the beginning, just for you. At Genesis. You ready? Okay. God created man and gave him his commandment. Sat him in his garden with everything he planted. Said, this is all yours, son. One that you can have it. All except for this one, because that one's just for daddy. The devil steps up in it right away with his deception. Said, you can be a god if you just taste it. It's amazing. You won't die. It's written. It's written.
The National Basketball Association and the Chicago Bulls are committed to a safe and enjoyable sports experience. We therefore ask you to refrain from any disruptive behavior, such as fighting, throwing objects, attempting to enter the court or stir up strife, or using improper language or gestures. Spectators engaging in such behavior are subject to ejection and possible. Possessions can end until somebody grabs a rebound. Greg, two of the best on the boards are facing off tonight. They prioritize rebounding.
And getting those extra possessions can really break a team's will. When excellent rebounding teams play, everyone has to work a little harder to secure the ball.
Let's toss it over to the sideline for news on MP's groundbreaking season.
He's the new record holder for steals in a season, and he told us pregame, I still...
Well, points won't be easy to come by in this one, Stan. We have two of the toughest defenses in the league here.
Yeah, look, the way these teams can rotate and cover for each other is phenomenal. They know that defense is their identity, and they pride themselves.
The starters for the Golden State Warriors. Stephen Curry is out there with MP. Then it's Trace Jackson-Davis. Then there's Butler. And it's Bogdanovich in at the three.
Yeah, at this point, you're almost shocked when Steph misses a three, especially from the corner.
DeSumo on the wing. First quarter of play, a minute in. Hardaway, no good. Golden State has gone 2 of 2 at the perimeter. Here's Butler. Good, and the assist goes to MP.
I just love the ball movement.
They double him with Curry. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Well, Billy Donovan had a few moments to share with me. We talked about the mindset needed when squaring off against Jimmy Butler, and Coach said Jimmy is a firecracker. You don't want to set him off or he could explode in your face. I told our guys just to focus on the game and not get any extra motivation out there. We'll see if they prevent Butler from popping off. Guys, back to you.
Allie, thank you. We are all still talking MP's triple-double, Grant. A 60-20-10 game. My goodness.
Oh, as if 60 points isn't enough. MP adding in those 20 rebounds, 10 assists. Come on, BA. That's just not fair.
Since we have a chance, let's see the player of the week for the Western Conference. MP.
Oh, it's been so much fun to watch him on the offensive end recently. He's really his team's engine on that end of the floor, sparking plays and helping them find open shots and big points.
Now here's Giddey. You know, his impact on offense has been terrific, scoring just around 20 points a game.
Yeah, they might want to think about a high percentage look the next time down.
Pass to Dosunmu.
Here's Giddey. His last outing, he had 18 points, setting the floor for the Warriors. They've got Jimmy Butler. Curry is out there with MP. Then there's Bogdanovich. And it's Jackson Davis in at center. So, Craig, when you're in the first game of a back-to-back, how much focus slips into already looking towards the second game?
Well, from a player's perspective, not much. But from the view of a coach, it has to creep in some in terms of making sure you don't overplay your stars.
MP with video game numbers.
Now Smith. His last outing, he had 18 points. On the floor for the Warriors, they've got MP. Bogdanovich is out there with Butler. Then there's Stephen Curry, and it's Jackson Davis in at the center position, filling out the middle.
Just brutal. I mean, 5 straight misses to begin the game.
A 6'8" point guard, Josh Giddey's length gives him a massive advantage, Grant.
Oh, it does, BA. He's too big for opposing ones to guard. It's tough putting a wing on him, and Giddey just makes you change your defensive game plan.
We are all still talking MP's triple-double, Grant. A 60-20-10 game. My goodness.
Oh, as if 60 points isn't enough. MP adding in those 20 rebounds, 10 assists. Come on, BA. That's just not fair.
The Bulls trail by 14. Outside Hardaway. Pass to Smith. Outside Giddey. Shot clock at 6. And it's good. First made shot in 4 attempts.
How about Giddey just flicking it in? I mean, that's not an easy shot. But really taking charge of the game, largely with a detailed interior attack.
We always talk about getting high percentage shots, and they are teaching a master class in that right now.
Three-pointer, Buzelis.
Even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I see no evil when you are with me. Okay, my God hasn't given me the spirit of fear.
Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. And stolen by MP. You know, you just... Oh, look at that.
Talk about finishing with power. MP showing the rim no mercy there.
That's a great look at that move from the Connected Cam, sponsored by AT&T. Chicago with the ball. They trail by 16, coming off that loss against the Timberwolves.
And that was a game to forget. You'd like to find some teachable moments, but I think they'd like...
Yeah, I'm pulling up smooth at the door to him. Hit him with the 1-2 at the door to him. Had to do it to him. Feeling like I can't lose, had to do it to him. Yeah, I'm pulling up smooth at the door to him. Hit him with the...
Now here's Hardaway. Boy, he just disappeared against Minnesota. They needed him. On the floor for the Warriors, we've got Jimmy Butler. Stephen Curry is out there with MP. Then there's Bogdanovich, and it's Jackson Davis in at the 5. And the basket is good. He got it to go, and he took the bump. So a free throw coming up, an opportunity at a three-point play. Chicago shooting their first free throw of the night. That's good from Smith. Here's Golden State. They're on an 18-5 run. From deep, MP. Ooh, he's been flawless tonight. Now he's 6 for 6. You know, words sometimes don't do justice to MP's greatness on the court, Grant. But how about numbers? A 20-20-20 triple-double.
Oh, B.A., the kind of stat stuffing we've only seen before from Will Chamberlain and Russell Westbrook. He's lighting up box scores, opponents, marquees, you name it. He is here to shine.
Shot clock at 5. The shot by Buzel is no good. And here's MP. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. They defeated Detroit in their last game.
And most of the arena was totally against them. But they looked inward, trusted each other, and made good plays.
Even with all that noise, when they had the ball, it never rattled them. Their offense was in tune like it was a home game.
The Bulls trail by 19. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Just a bit ago, Billy Donovan.
Nice adjustment there, going to the full court press, trying to ratchet up the pressure here a little bit.
When your team is looking at a back-to-back, how do you approach the first game of the 2, Tim?
Well, I think you may go to your bench a little bit more early. Lengthen your rotation, especially if the game isn't all that close. You're not going to see any starters play heavy minutes in that situation.
Are you thinking as a coach we have a better chance against this team than that team? Does it ever enter that kind of conversation?
It definitely does, but it could also be a dangerous approach if you think there's a particular...
I like this move to the full court press, putting some extra pressure on the offense.
And so in the game for the Warriors, Butler out there with Bogdanovich. Then there's Stephen Curry. Then it's MP. And it's Jackson Davis in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Now here's Hardaway. Boy, he just...
They get mad. Why? Because I said he did the work. It is finished. Ain't no finish. Ain't no chains on me. Just a spirit. And I made in this image. You can't call me that old thing no more. We was low, but now we brand new. We don't need no more. My God, ain't no way to use picks. He don't need no boat. Got my eyes open out. It's something we ain't seen before. Keep the gold, keep the dough, keep the fame, keep the show. I just want the king of kings, lion, lamb, Lord of hosts. I don't brag and I don't boast, but I can feel it in my bones.
Here's Giddey. His last outing, he had 18 points, setting the floor for the Warriors. Curry is out there with MP. Then it's Trace Jackson Davis. Then it's Butler. And it's Bogdanovich in at the 3 spot. RJ, the front end of a back-to-back. As a player, it's got to pose an additional challenge physically to get through these stretches.
Oh, yeah, it's a grind. This is a physical sport we play. In your body, it just has to be ready when you start the season.
They're getting beat up pretty badly out there.
And I don't care what anybody says. You can't keep the status quo. If it ain't working, you got to make some changes.
Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Thanks, guys. Well, MP in their last time out against the Pistons had a huge game. He ended up with a jaw-dropping amount of points, and he registered a triple-double, showing off all of his skills. What a game for him, and against their rivals, no less, which had to make him feel extra special. Guys, back to you.
Allie, we appreciate the update. It certainly was a special night for him. The team really fed off his energy.
Yeah, the catalyst for that win, it was an effort that I'm sure he's hoping to replicate tonight.
And it's very likely that he and his guys can carry that momentum into this one.
Curry brings the double. Giddey with it. And you know the points will always be there for him. He's averaging just a shade under 20 points a game right now. Finds the hole for the second time from the floor. Now 2 for 5.
Outwheeling the defenders there. Giddey showing some passion inside.
Curry finds MP. It's good for his 8th consecutive basket in only 8 tries.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
And Chicago shooting a pretty distressing 27% here in the early minutes. Pass to Hardaway. Fires the 3. Warriors with the rebound. Their last encounter was in the Bay Area.
And the last meeting of these two teams, they were really sharp defensively, disrupting the flow of...
Here's Giddey. You know, his impact on offense has been terrific, scoring just around 20 points a game. On the floor for the Warriors, Bogdanovich is out there with Butler. Then it's Trace Jackson-Davis. Then there's Stephen Curry.
And it's Giddey with the ball for the Chicago Bulls. Last time they lost to the Warriors.
It wasn't even close in their last matchup.
I like this move to the full court press, putting some extra pressure on the offense.
On the floor for the Warriors, Butler out there with Bogdanovich. Then there's Stephen Curry. Then it's Trace Jackson-Davis. And it's Alston in at the point guard position. Now here's Hardaway. He just could not put it together in that loss to Minnesota.
This is hard to watch. You might want to put the kids to bed. This man still has not hit a shot this quarter.
And there's really no debate, Richard, and hasn't been for some time. Stephen Curry is the greatest shooter the game has ever known.
Yeah, that's breaking news, but let's be honest. He is one of one. He is on the Mount Rushmore of players that have changed the game.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Pistons was simply terrific. He dropped an amazing number of points and put up double digits in 3 categories. And really, it's a game that will stand out when you look at his career, considering how absurd some of those numbers are. Guys?
Great report there, Allie.
Nice adjustment there, going to the full court press, trying to ratchet up the pressure here a little bit.
Setting the floor for the Warriors. Jimmy Butler is out there with Trace Jackson-Davis. Then it's MP. Then it's Curry. And it's Bogdanovich in at the 3 spot. Shot clock at 5. Hardaway passes to Giddey. And he can't stop the run as he misses.
He seems a little out of rhythm right now.
And now, Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Just a bit ago, Billy Donovan and I were able to chat. We discussed their matchup against Stephen Curry, and Coach told me we have to be active. We have to be intense. We need to be...
It's like God's grace. His grace. All things through Christ Jesus. Christ Jesus. No weapons formed.
Deny him the ball and smother him when he does have it. We have to take away his breathing room. Well, we know what happens when you give Curry room to operate, guys. Back to me, guys.
Terrific, Allie. We appreciate the report. And Butler gets it to go.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Here's Buzella. Still scoreless. Giddy, no good.
Well, I think at this point the whole team is pressing, but he certainly looks frustrated.
You know, Tim, they say you can't measure heart, but Jimmy Butler, he plays with a lot of heart. He is non-stop.
Well, you can talk about his skill level and IQ, but Kevin, what you love about Butler is his competitive will, and he saves his best for the postseason.
MP with video game numbers. How about the 60, 20, and 10 triple-double?
An all-time game in league history. MP just doing everything. This guy is a human cheat code.
Now, here's MP. Tim Hardaway unable to get his last shot to go. MP, good.
Hard to believe you could have this kind of a flow. Unbelievable.
Here's Hardaway. Really struggled in the loss against Minnesota. Pass to Buzelis. Bulls moving the ball around. Smith kicks to Hardaway. To the paint. Shot to stop the run.
I got the keys, so I can't throw away everything that he put inside me, so I can flow this way. They overplay all of my music. He uses mixed blessings. I went through mixed lessons, so I could come here and express it. I had to show him flaws. That's God saying I'm human.
And we've got 1:18 left to play in the first. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
So on the floor for Golden State, they've got Stephen Curry. Butler out there with Bogdan Bogdanovic. Then it's MP, and it's Jackson Davis in at the center position. And once again, off the mark by Chicago.
Yeah, not at his most efficient this quarter. He's got to work on finding high percentage shots.
They're not wasting any time putting their stamp on this game. What a start.
Yeah, but you can't let up at all. They've got a chance to put this game away early, and they should.
And so it's Giddy with it. He brings it up for Chicago, coming off that loss against the Timberwolves.
Yeah, lots of sloppy play in that one. Several key miscues that they just couldn't overcome the mistakes.
Hopefully this is a reality check for them. Teams in this league are just too good. You'll be punished for your mistakes.
On the floor for the Warriors, they've got Moses Moody. Aaron Gordon is out there with Jonathan Kuminga. Then it's MP, and it's Pajemski in at the 2. Here's Mayo. An important role in this offense, averaging around 12.
.46 seconds left here in the first quarter. And Golden State looking who they've got. They've got Gordon. Moody is out there with Jonathan Kuminga. Then there's Brandon Pajemski. And it's Alston in at the point guard. Now here's Terry. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Vincent's checked in for Chicago.
Now into the lineup for Chicago. Number 2.
29 seconds left in the first quarter. Pajemski on the wing. Back to Alston. Here's the 3.
29 seconds left in the first quarter. Pass to Pajimski. Back to MP. Over to the wing. Three-pointer. Pajimski's shot is good.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
We've got 13 seconds left now in the first quarter. Williams from long range. The rebound by MP. MP's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done.
Building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around performance.
They got off to such a hot start, and that can keep you energized throughout the whole game.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors, way out of reach with an enormous lead as we head into a break. And their defense has stood out, wreaking havoc for the opposition. And don't go far. We'll be right back. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. All right, a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Warriors.
So far, they haven't had to force anything. They're swinging the ball around and turning good passing into points.
And also, the coaching staff has to love the hustle so far. Just playing with great energy, getting out and converting in transitions.
We've got Patrick Williams, and it's Asenge in at the 4. That's the 5 out there for the Bulls. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Well, MP in their last time out against the Pistons had a huge game. He dropped an amazing number of points, and that's not to mention the fact that by the end of the night, he had a triple-double. That night will be etched in people's memories. He was relentless. I'm curious to see how he follows it up. Guys?
Great report there, Allie. Well, that was an incredible night for him. They rode him to that win.
And he was more than happy to carry them, BA. He might still be feeding off that performance heading into this one.
And it's very likely that he and his guys can carry that momentum into this one.
We are all still talking MP's triple-double, Grant. A 60-20-10 game. My goodness.
Oh, as if 60 points isn't enough. MP adding in those 20 rebounds, 10 assists. Come on, BA. That's just not fair.
Now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second. Shot is good. Off the back rim and in.
With the way he can fill it up at this age, it's scary to think how good MP might be in a few years.
Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Jumps up, and Kuminga throws it down.
Their offense is looking like a well-oiled machine, getting any look they want.
Right about that. Seems like they haven't missed.
Chicago has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Terry, the pass to Mayo. Pass to Asenge. Here's Terry. The 3 from Okoro. Here's Mayo. Launches a 3. He buries it from 3. Mayo's got 5.
Drew the defense and made the proper read, hitting his teammates on the perimeter.
Back to MP. Pulls it from the top of the key, and it's good. Off the back of the rim and in. 36 points for MP. You know, words sometimes don't do justice to MP's greatness on the court, Grant. But how about numbers? A 20-20-20 triple-double.
Oh, BA, the kind of stat stuffing we've only seen before from Wilt Chamberlain and Russell Westbrook. He's lighting up box scores, opponents, marquees, you name it. He is here to shine.
2 on the clock. Ooh, costly foul there. That'll send him to the line for 3 free throws. And Don C is here tonight in Chicago. No surprise there.
Yeah, not at all. A Chicago native who has actually joined the Bulls as a creative strategy and design advisor. His success as a sportswear brand creator and lifelong Bulls fan has given him such a cool role.
Butler's checked in for the Warriors. And he can't make it 3 for 3.
Since the break, he's definitely been more aggressive. Remember, he didn't take any free throws in that first half.
Woo! His energy is unmatched.
And all of a sudden, that man was just on the other end. Wow.
Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Here's Williams. Hardaway from outside. Gordon pulls it in.
He came out today planning to do as much damage from three-point range as possible. Well, it looks like it's time to change up the plan, guys. Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
From downtown, the Warriors pull it in. Austin's got 13 rebounds in the game. Glass heating. And he converts the layup. Austin's got 40 points.
I like how assertive MP is down there. No question that he's got the skills to score in the paint.
It's stolen by MP. In transition, here come the Warriors. Another possession, another assist.
Another possession, another assist.
Man, is he sharing the ball well. Hitting his guys right in their spots. Sumo on the wing to halt the run. That one falls. He's now 1 for 3.
I know what they say. Defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
To the middle. Gordon, the pass to MP. And again, it's Golden State.
Setting each other up beautifully. I love it. 8 of their last 10 points coming off assists.
The Bulls have gotten only 3 of 9 attempts to fall in the second. Outside, Williams. Pass to Giddey. Looking to get it going.
Here's Giddey. And you know the points will always be there for him. He's averaging just a shade under 20 points a game right now. Josh Giddey is out there with Hardaway. Then there's Patrick Williams. Then it's Isaac Okoro. And it's Dosunmu in at the 3. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks, guys. Well, MP in their last time out against the Pistons was simply terrific. He dropped an amazing number of points, and he really stuffed that stat sheet for them, ending up with a triple-double. He was clearly on a mission, and no one was getting in his way. A flat-out dominant performance.
Great stuff, Allie. We thank you. He was in attack mode all night. We saw that really propelled them to that win.
When he's on, he is on. And there isn't all that much you can do to stop him.
Well, he did whatever he wanted. I love the fact that he was under control, yet very aggressive.
MP with video game numbers. How about the 60, 20, and 10 triple-double?
An all-time game in league history. MP just doing everything. This guy is a cheat code.
Tim, you once led the NBA in three-point percentage. And in my mind's eye, I can see almost every shot. You were terrific shooting the long ball.
Well, Kevin, I don't want to show my age, but do you know, after 4 years of high school and 2 years of college, making 25-foot-2s, I finally had a three-point line going into my junior year, and I'm just glad I had a three-point line for my entire NBA career.
Yeah, it's a tough transition to make to stretch out and go those extra couple feet.
No doubt. I was not ready to make NBA level threes when I first came out of college. A year overseas really helped me gain strength, and finally I found my rhythm in the NBA.
Here's Giddey.
And so here is Chicago. So on the floor for Golden State, they've got Aaron Gordon. Stephen Curry is out there with MP. Then it's Trace Jackson-Davis. And it's Butler in at the 3. Pass to Curry. Takes a 3. Counted from distance. Curry's got 6 points in the quarter. And an important part of every team's game. A look at the hustle stats for the Warriors.
Well, their coaching staff has to be happy with how active they've been defensively, forcing turnovers and making the offense uncomfortable.
And I've also really liked how aggressive they've been in the open floor. I mean, when they see a chance to push it,
they go for it. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Pistons had a huge game. He dropped an amazing number of points, and he did everything else you could have wanted as well, ending with a triple-double. He was really special in that game, and they're hoping he can repeat that kind of performance tonight. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Allie. Impressive ability to carry his team to victory, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., I was really impressed. They wouldn't have won the game if it wasn't for his attacking mindset and will to win.
Yeah, and we're likely to see them go to him early on. See if he can't replicate that performance.
You know, words sometimes don't do justice to MP's greatness on the court, Grant. But how about numbers? A 20-20-20 triple-double.
Oh, B.A., the kind of stat stuffing we've only seen before from Wilt Chamberlain and Russell Westbrook. He's lighting up box scores, opponents, marquees, you name it. He is here to shine.
We are all still talking MP's triple-double, Grant. A 60-20-10 game. My goodness.
Oh, as if 60 points isn't enough. MP adding in those 20 rebounds, 10 assists. Come on, B.A. That's just not fair.
Stan, when you look at Josh Giddey's game, how would you best describe him?
Well, B.A., he's a triple-double threat. Taller playmaker, sees the floor well, can rebound. I love his versatility.
And Jackson Davis comes to help. And the Bulls shooting about 40% during the second quarter. Giddey against MP.
Look for you in your bride's eyes, and they was phony for real. Church folks acting like demons, acting Cody for real. They wasn't right, they was Ginobili for real. Dang, they couldn't see I was hurting, couldn't see I was burdened. They lifting their hands in worship, cuss you out after service. Supposed to be watched by the... I know they ain't perfect, but we supposed to be ambassadors. They looking at the church and then they laugh at us. They seeing how we treat each other, they sit back and they clap for us. Like, thanks for putting on the show, we love the way you act for us. We supposed to be some activists. I let the Spirit show me the truth. He said, live your life as if I made my appeal through you. I see God changing the ethos, putting aside our egos and opening up our hearts so we can see souls. For real.
Look how far we came. Oh. Through the hurt and the pain. We still exalt your name. It'll never be the same. Cause I know,
Setting the floor for the Warriors. They've got Curry. Butler out there with Shepard. Then it's Trace Jackson Davis. And it's Alston in at the one. Now here's Giddey. His last outing, he had 18 points.
And sometimes on defense, you could just get lucky.
And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, MP in the last matchup against Detroit had a huge game. He ended up with a jaw-dropping amount of points, and that's not to mention the fact that by the end of the night, he had a triple-double. A reminder of the amazing things that he's capable of on any given night. It'll be hard to match that tonight, but he'll try. Guys?
Okay, Allie, thanks. You're right. He was a one-man wrecking crew in that one.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same attitude tonight.
And I'll be interested to see if the opposition looks to double him, because this should open up opportunities for his teammates to get going.
You know, you just can't say enough about the statistical marks that MP is putting up. I mean, Greg, this is just amazing stuff. How about his 20, 20, and 20 triple-double? I've never said that before. I mean, this is incredible.
Hey, Kevin, something we've only seen from the likes of Wilt and Westbrook, right? That's the kind of dynamic, prolific dominance you've got to exhibit to manufacture a stat line like that.
And MP throws it down.
Attacking with reckless abandon. MP going all out on that drive.
And Chicago shooting 33% in the second quarter. The offense has looked crossed up and confused at times. Now, here's Dosunmu. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game. Smith dishes to Hardaway. 5 on the clock. Here's Giddey. And the Bulls with another miss. Greg, we have another up-and-comer from down under, Josh Giddey.
I mean, a lot of young talent coming to the NBA by way of Australia. The great skill development program showing in Giddy, who stands 6'8", but plays like a small point.
.102 left in the first half. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
They've got Tim Hardaway. Buzella's out there with Jalen Smith. Then it's Josh Giddey. And it's Dosunmu in it to 3. That's the 5 out there for the Bulls.
Trying to see churches filled. I'm feeling like David, that's how I've been working the field. For all of the people that claiming they Armstrong, man, they be the first to me. I feast on the bread of life and take corporate from. I can't play that. That's.
Hey.
There's a minute left in the second quarter. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Tim Hardaway Jr. out there with Josh Giddey. Then there's Dosunmu. Then it's Jalen Smith. And it's Buzella's in at the 4-man position. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. And again, another assist. The chemistry he has with his guys is impressive.
Keeping his head on a swivel, actively seeking out his teammate.
Here's Giddey. Pass to Hardaway. Six on the shot clock. Giddey, no one around him. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him.
Well, he just doesn't have it right now. It's as simple as that. And his team is struggling as a result.
Here's Curry with the 3, and another 3 for Golden State.
I'll tell you, it's one thing to do this at home, another to do it in a hostile environment.
It sure is. They've certainly accepted a challenge. The trick now is to sustain this effort.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors holding an unbelievable lead as the quarter wraps up. And with as many three-pointers as they bring, it's easy to see why they're on the cusp of a blowout. We'll get right back to the action when we return.
Good to have you with us. With the season in its latter portion, let's look at the Eastern Conference playoff race. How are you guys feeling about the conferences now? Relevant? Irrelevant?
You know what? That's not a bad rapper name. Irrelevant.
That's kind of ironic. I like that. That could be mine. And swinging things back to our featured matchup, MP was on fire during those first 2 quarters of play.
Oh, yeah, he came to play, not holding back. He's cooking on the offensive end.
Cooking is right. In fact, I think he may have stolen some of the big fella's recipes.
No way. Those are G34.
And that is a wrap. Now let's send you back to Kevin Harlan for the...
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, he's found his spots, been patient with his shot selection, and it's paid off for himself and the team.
Setting the floor for the Warriors. Jimmy Butler is out there with Trace Jackson-Davis. Then it's MP. Then there's Stephen Curry. And it's Bogdanovich in at the small forward position. And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thank you, guys. The Bulls are going younger. Coach Billy Donovan said we don't want to be just stuck in the middle. There's no question about that, but it's always about the integrity of competition. The building out part is identifying guys that are going to help us move forward. Back to you, Kev.
Taking the long view. All right, Allie, thank you for the report. You know, you just can't say enough about the statistical marks that MP is putting up. I mean, Greg, this is just amazing stuff. How about his 20, 20, and 20 triple-double? I've never said that before. I mean, this is incredible.
And Kevin, something we'd only seen from the likes of Wilt and Westbrook, right? That's the kind of dynamic, prolific dominance you've got to exhibit to manufacture a stat line like that.
That bucket in no time at all. Olsen's got 57 points.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And Hardaway gets it to go.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Now, here's MP. What an incredible scoring display he has put on tonight. Pass to Curry. Golden State needs to get off a shot. A 3 from Bogdanovich. And the Warriors, another 3.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
Hardaway passes to Smith. Giddy against MP. For 3. It's hauled in by Jackson Davis. Jackson Davis has got 5 rebounds tonight. They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe. MP with video game numbers. How about the 60, 20, and 10 triple-double?
An all-time game in league history. MP just doing everything. This guy is a human cheat code.
Gordon's checked in for Golden State. Jonathan Kuminga comes in for Butler. Giddy misses the 3.
Yeah, the offense scuffling a bit to start this second half. Only 1 for the first 5.
Well, Josh Giddy, an outstanding playmaker. We know that, Coach. Are we calling him a point forward or a 6'8" point guard?
To me, Kevin, he's a pure point guard at 6'8". This guy's got great size, but he's most comfortable with the ball in his hands, making plays for other.
I'm trying to live righteous. Gotta read the word when I open up.
They've got Dosunmu, Smith out there with Buzelis. Then it's Tim Hardaway, and it's Giddy in at the point. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Now here's Dosunmu, providing this team some offensive stability. A little over 10 points a game. Bogdanovich on the wing. Good, and the assist goes to MP. Bogdanovich has got 6 in the quarter.
They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
Yeah, not just an impressive showing on offense, but on defense as well, executing their game plan perfectly.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Well, MP in their last time out against the Pistons had a huge game. He ended up with a jaw-dropping amount of points, and he really stuffed that stat sheet for them, ending up with a triple-double. Such an impressive effort. The team relied on him, and he delivered.
That's good stuff, Allie. Absolutely. He was a one-man show in that one, Grant.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same mentality tonight.
And I'll be interested to see if the opposition looks to double him, because this should open up opportunities for his teammates to get going.
You know, words sometimes don't do justice to MP's greatness on the court, Grant. But how about numbers? A 20-20-20 triple-double.
Oh, B.A., the kind of stat stuffing we've only seen before from Wilt Chamberlain and Russell Westbrook. He's lighting up box scores, opponents, marquees, you name it. He is here to shine.
Moody's checked in for the Warriors. Pajemski comes in for Curry. Here's Buzelis. An important role in this offense, averaging around 12.5 per game.
It's obvious they're becoming frustrated. Nothing seems to be going their way.
In a major drought, need to find some sort of momentum.
Now here's Pajemski. 5 points in the game. Connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
It's stolen by MP. Oh, MP throws it down.
Oh, man. MP, that was nasty.
Now Hardaway. Checking the numbers, he's averaging close to 15 a game. Smith inside. Gordon's on him to the right side. 6 on the shot clock. Smith with a screen on Kuminga. Nails it from 3. Buzelis has got his second basket on the night.
And with a smooth shot like that, I expect Buzelis to hit a ton of three-pointers during his career. They've been a little soft with their defense on the interior.
And Giddey has got the ball here for the Bulls. DeSumo outside. 4-3. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Giddey. Giddey's got 3 assists now in this one. And one thing that's fun to watch, when Josh Giddey grabs a defensive rebound and goes coast to coast, RJ.
Yeah, that's when he is at his best. Ball is in his hand. Out in space, playing with speed.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games. And they've made adjustments since the break.
Yeah, the ever-evolving jump shot of Giddey looking better by the season.
Giddey against MP. Out to Gordon. MP outside. Uneasy, too, on the layup. We are all still talking MP's triple-double, Grant. A 60-20-10 game. My goodness.
Oh, as if 60 points isn't enough. MP adding in those 20 rebounds, 10 assists. Come on, BA. That's just not fair.
Chalk up 2 there. Giddey's got 8 points.
And sometimes defenders just forget how tall Giddey is. I mean, the 6'8" guard is solid finishing inside.
Oh, MP throws it down.
Now, I know he makes it look easy, but it takes incredible physical tools to pull that off.
Athleticism and explosion. Now here's Giddey. Give him 8. Smith outside. Drops in the 3. 6 points for him.
Great work collapsing the defense, then kicking it out.
Out to Kuminga. Snaps it away.
You give it out till nothing's left, and that's the right time. I've been building this foundation.
Josh Giddey is out there with Hardaway. Then it's DeSumo. Then it's Buzelis. And it's Smith in at the 5 spot. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. MP with video game numbers. How about the 60, 20, and 10 triple-double?
An all-time game in league history. MP just doing everything. This guy is a human cheat code.
Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Thanks, guys. Well, MP in their last time out against the Pistons had a huge game. He ended up with a jaw-dropping amount of points and put up double digits in 3 categories. And he was huge for them in that one. Talking to his coaches pregame, they hope he can repeat that performance with another one here tonight. Back to you.
Great stuff as always, Allie. Thank you. Greg, how impressive was it watching him completely take over?
Unstoppable. They won that game because of his effort and just his overall relentlessness.
Well, he really...
We've got Buzelis. Tim Hardaway is out there with Josh Giddey. Then there's Jalen Smith. And it's DeSumo in at the 3. That's the 5 out there for the Bulls. And another dime for him. The chemistry he has with his guys is impressive.
I mean, keeping his head on a swivel, actively seeking out his teammates, incredible.
Smith passes to DeSumo. Here's Buzelis. Here's Giddey. The rebound by Moody.
Wow, his shooting woes continue, and it's weighing down this offense.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Pistons was simply terrific. He ended up with a jaw-dropping amount of points, and he registered a triple-double, showing off all of his skills. He was locked in all night long. We'll see if that focus carries over into this game. Guys?
Allie, we appreciate the update. It was obvious he could do anything he wanted. A fantastic win.
Well, I'll tell you, he was enjoying himself out there, kind of like us here in the broadcast booth. And whoever was matched up against him wasn't enjoying himself.
Yeah, well, winning is usually fun, especially when you have it going like he did.
We are all still talking MP's triple-double, Grant. A 60-20-10 game. My goodness.
Oh, as if 60 points isn't enough. MP adding in those 20 rebounds, 10 assists. Come on, BA. That's just not fair.
And so here is Chicago after the Warriors picking up a basket just a moment ago. Hardaway against MP. And the Warriors with another three.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
And the Bulls shooting just 28%. Lacking confidence on offense right now. Who's zealous this shot is good?
I think it's great to see that kind of confidence in a young guy like himself.
Pass to Gordon. Back to MP from the arc. Another bucket! Wow! And there it is, 82 points.
This is a game that he will never forget. I know I won't.
Kicks it out to Hardaway, and that's out of bounds. Last touch by Gideon. He's really been spectacular lately. Here's your Western Conference Player of the Week, MP.
He has been so impressive on defense, and it really comes down to effort. He has been working so hard to terrorize the offense and keep them under pressure at all times.
You know, words sometimes don't do justice to MP's greatness on the court, Grant. But how about numbers? A 20-20-20 triple-double.
Oh, B.A., the kind of stat stuffing we've only seen before from Wilt Chamberlain and Russell Westbrook. He's lighting up box scores, opponents, marquees, you name it. He is here to shine, pulling no punches, attacking the heart of that defense.
Pass to Gordon. Outside Pajemski. Outside Moody. And here's MP. And here's Kuminga for 3. Another 3 for Golden State.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
34 seconds left to play in the third quarter of basketball. Here's Terry. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. It's going to be on MP.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
Josh Giddey's checked in for Booz Ellis. And Golden State also making a switch. Jackson Davis is checked in. Here's MP. Oh, another one falls. Oh, he's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
BA, it feels like he can't miss. Yeah, terrific take by MP. He's just punishing them on the drive.
Giddey passes to Mayo. He can't get that one to fall. Excellent D there from Kuminga. To the inside. 1 second left. And it's good on the layup. Jackson Davis has got 16 points now.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
MP getting it done for the Warriors. He's been playing incredible basketball out there, securing a triple-double for the night. Back to the game after this break. Head coach Billy Donovan is mic'd up along the sidelines. Let's check it out.
We should never get beat like that in transition when they throw the ball.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, Davis is checked in for the Warriors. MP comes in for Bogdanovich. So on the floor for Golden State, Jonathan Kuminga is out there with Trace Jackson Davis. Then it's Shepard, then it's MP, and it's Shed in at the 2. And there's 1:38 left in the fourth quarter. Outside Giddey. Pass to Buzelis. The three is up. And it's Giddey missing.
Well, he's trying to shoot his way out of it from distance, but look, he's got to find something easier.
And what a complete performance we saw from them. A dominant win in every way for the Warriors.
And everything seemed to go their way today. They were firing on all cylinders, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., this was the kind of performance you relish as a player. Just a very impressive win.
And it seems like these guys are never satisfied, always hungry for more. They pushed themselves to their 66th win for the year.
And that's a sweep of the season series. It's clear who the matchups favored. They'll wish they could have seen more of these guys.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for MP.
Yeah, we witnessed a special performance tonight. It's not just the triple-double, it's the example he set out there. Outstanding leadership.
Doubled by Kuminga. Sumbu for three. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Giddey.
He's a producer. It's part of their plan to get him as many touches as possible.
Back to MP. The three. Gets the three to fall.
Leaving nothing to chance. This run shutting the door on him.
Yeah, this run has poured a bucket of water on any ember of a potential comeback.
One positive takeaway, at least they're finally showing signs of life out there.
Yeah, a loss stings a little less if you at least feel like you put up a fight, but only a little less.
Yeah, they blocked out the noise, blocked out the distractions, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
It is always a special feeling winning on the road. The degree of difficulty adding to that sense of accomplishment.
Knocks down the triple.
He's been so aggressive on offense, and with the results, you understand why.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
And so Golden State takes this one, and by a big margin. This one wasn't even close. The hometown crowd was waiting for a miracle that never came.
Yeah, and this team was consistent throughout. They met every challenge, and they earned this dub.
All right, now let's go courtside to Dominic Hamilton.
Nobody in the history of the association has ever had as many steals in a season as you did this year. When you hear that, what do you think?
Wow, it's great to hear. That means we're turning teams over, turning stops into runouts the other way.
Sure, but what do you, MP, think when you hear single-season steals king?
I think the kid from Vermont nobody recruited, the American no one ever heard of in Europe, I think he's doing all right for himself. That's what I think.
I think so too, MP. Thanks a lot. Over to you, BA.
All right, thanks a lot, Dominic.
But the problem is y'all trying to play us like optimists when we're currently in a prime like optimists. Promoters in the email like cassette. We're built to next year, that's a lot of games. And a couple of them with Eric and his rapper friends. Can it be cool? We let them mention them, but not many other artists that I recommend. Lately I've been thinking what's fitting for the culture. Chilling in your stash, money dancing in the corner. Twerking out, working, baby, getting over donut. Instagram filter got you feeling like a bowler. I do things much different than most of you. My raps like a slam dunk, trying to post you. Verse like this, make hits like it's supposed to do. That party all night like we told you to.
Your mind. Your mind. Your mind. Your mind. Your mind. Your mind.
You tell your crew, I tell my crew, we party all night.
what do I do? Okay.
To be. I be on this here until you bury me.
Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us for NBA action on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg joining me courtside with our sideline reporter, Allie Laporte. Now a look at the stats for Aaron Gordon.
And he's gone dry over the past 10 games, guys. His scoring is way down, and he can't seem to fight his way out of the slump. He better get it going tonight, or they'll start losing patience with him.
With the season winding down, GA, what's key for a long playoff run, do you think?
Kevin, one thing is health, right? When you look back at past NBA champions, lots of times it's the teams that were able to survive the year without any major injuries.
And we've all been following his record-breaking career for many seasons now. We go to the sideline now to hear more on MP.
Another amazing game for him recently.
Well, two of the best guards in the league going at it today, Grant. Is there a bit of bragging rights on the line?
You know, maybe not for the players themselves, BA, but the fans will act.
The winner is...
Yeah. I'm a five-star concrete. Pull a bad ball, softball. Pull up the spikes. 10 times I'm changing my life.
So tonight, Tim, we got a fantastic matchup at the guard position. Indeed, some of the best in the league going head-to-head.
Yeah, this is the very top of the food.
Lots of basketball-savvy vets on the floor tonight, Grant. These guys know the game inside and out.
Well, the IQ is...
Here we go. They keep calling me spiritual.
We know things can get heated between these two, Grant. No love lost in this matchup.
And that competitive fire, it grows when you're in the same conference. You get to see each other so often. You know, I think we're in for some good theater in this one.
And so in the game for the Warriors, Butler out there with Trace Jackson-Davis. Then there's Bogdanovich. Then it's MP. And it's Curry in at the two guard. Now here's MP. Coming off a solid outing against Chicago. 5 on the clock. Golden State needs to get off a shot. And there's Curry on the assist by MP.
Off a pass, Steph Curry, that one is always going in, or almost always going in.
Here are the Nuggets with the ball. 6-point game. Victory eluded them the last time they faced the Warriors.
If they want to beat these guys this time, they have to do better on the
Here's Crawford. Boy, he was something else against Utah. And Golden State looking at who they've got. We've got Bogdanovich. Jimmy Butler is out there with Trace Jackson Davis. Then there's Stephen Curry. And it's Alston in at the point guard position. Now here's Murray. 6-point game.
As we hit the home stretch of the regular season, Grant, what's the focus for teams outside of the playoff picture?
You know, B.A., I think it's about staying competitive and building a foundation for next season. As a team, you need to use the time you have to consistently improve.
And so in the game for the Warriors, we've got Butler. Stephen Curry is out there with MP. Then it's Trace Jackson Davis. And it's Bogdanovich in at the 3. We are all still talking MP's triple-double, Grant. A 60-20-10 game. My goodness.
Oh, as if 60 points isn't enough. MP adding in those 20 rebounds, 10 assists. Come on, B.A. That's just not fair.
Oh, wow. That was a dunk contest level jam right there.
About 2 minutes gone by in the first quarter. MP's gone 3 for 3 from the floor. Now a timeout called by Denver. Victory eluded them the last time they faced the Warriors.
Today's game is about effort and energy. They got crushed on the glass the last time these teams played.
Yeah, it wasn't their finest hour or finest 2 hours. It has to be a matter of pride for them this time.
As we look towards the end of March, these power rankings are getting closer to their final shape. You look at Atlanta, they slipped a bit. Still in the top 10, though.
I think for the Warriors, they've been on a roll, victorious in their last 5 outings, really showing up their #1 seed status.
Now here's Green. He's averaging about 6 points per game. MP against Murray. Just 5 to shoot. Will it go? Jackson Davis grabs the miss.
They haven't been able to find their rhythm. That's 3 straight misses now.
Butler on the wing. Outside Curry. Back to MP. Bogdanovich on the wing. 3-pointer. Good. And the assist goes to MP.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Murray scanning the floor.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. And Golden State looking at who they've got. Jimmy Butler is out there with Trace Jackson Davis. Then there's Bogdanovich. Then it's MP. And it's Curry in at the 2 spot. Just 5 to shoot. They could use a bucket. And it's Murray laying it in.